I'll tell you what it's time to do. Watch Robin Tooth build a 302.
Okay, here we are. I think this is day 22. I don't know what we're going to title this episode yet, but we do have Dale Brothers Pomona Queen. What size is this, too?
These are 22s.
22-ounce bottles. Liking it.
Digging a lot. We're going to have fun tonight.
As usual, that's nice. Now, it's really hot. And Steve brought an instrument to show us how hot it is. It's about 7 o'clock right now.
It's actually 7:15.
7:15.
We're well into the evening.
And did you bring a thermometer?
Oh, go ahead, grab that. Show the people.
I don't. It's 7:15 and it's still 93 degrees. So it's a little sweaty in here. All right. Well, between last episode and this episode, I've put on the fan, rehooked up the fuel line, put in the oil pressure gauge line, hooked up a couple other things, and tonight we're going to do what?
Wiring. We're going to try to understand the wiring and what we need to do to move forward wiring. So we're going to get that battery hooked up where we can energize things and start figuring out where these wires go and what they're for.
This is pretty technical stuff. Where did you put that? This is pretty technical stuff. So we're not going to bore you with the details, but Steve lives for this kind of stuff.
Oh, this is what I was after last time. This speaks volumes. Finally, a roadmap.
I need a GPS. All right? So we're going to get going. We'll see what we come up with. If I find something interesting, I'll shoot the camera at it. All right. That's nuts. Okay, now this is cool stuff. This is why we have Professor Sparky Toothmeister. What is that?
It's a voltmeter, Rob.
Oh.
A volt-ohm-meter, actually.
Okay,
It can do a multitude of things. It's old school. I know you digital guys out there laughing at me looking at an analog volt-ohm-meter, but hey, I'm an old school guy, I love it. But this is going to buzz out the wires for us. We've got the electrical power initialized to the system, so now we can begin exercising switches and find out where power is going in the car, what wire is feeding what, and we'll figure out what we need to do.
So you're going to hook this up to the wire there, and I'm going to be in the car putting it to the start position.
Right. And if I see voltage, we know that's the wire that goes to the solenoid.
Cool. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna. You ready?
Yeah. Spin her to the start position like you're gonna crank it.
I don't see any. Am I seeing juice?
I'm not seeing any juice, Rob.
I'm not seeing any juice. I'm cranking it all the way over.
Yeah, that's not what we want. Okay. That's what it does like.
Now what? Now what?
Now what?
We'll come back in a minute. Okay, since we didn't get any voltage when I turn the key, what are you doing now?
Well, we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to go back to the source here at the battery.
Okay.
Probe the battery. The battery has power.
All right.
We can probe down to our starter solenoid. We have power here.
Cool.
We can test our ground through the engine where we fastened it to the block. We have power there, so our ground is good.
Okay.
So now we'll just keep working this baby back. We really believe this to be the dang. That can't be the start wire.
So do we need to take that one off?
Don't know yet. Where else could this thing get power? It says battery all over it. Battery.
Yeah, that's the one that went down to the starter.
Right.
On the old engine.
In the Chevrolet setup, the power wire goes down to the starter. That'd be a very convenient place to get power. So we're doing the same thing. We're just picking it up here.
Right.
But it's not working. It's not working.
Okay, Tooth, what did you just tell me? What did you just say?
This isn't any fun anymore, Rob. I don't like your project. We're having to do a little more research. Things are not working as predicted.
So now you're looking at the original 1957 Ford schematic.
Right. Want to see what color wires go to the horn relay.
Hey now.
Here's our horn relay. Of course, there's the wire to the horn. I'm not concerned about that. I think that's the power. What color is it? They don't tell me. It goes right to, it picks up power from the, okay, how about you? What color wire are you? You're yellow and green. That doesn't line up with anything we have.
The mystery continues.
Yellow, green, this wire doesn't...
We're thinking that some of those wires right there is where we need to hook up power, but we haven't solved that mystery yet. Well, we don't want to start a fire. So what are you seeing?
All right, I'm seeing very little current draw through here. This does go to ground. I'm suspecting possibly this is the ignition wire. Another way we can test this is by continuity. If this is the main power wire to the switch, when you try to send main power from your switch to the starter, I should have continuity from here to there. Let's try that.
Okay.
So we'll put this thing in resistance mode. Now we're testing continuity.
And then I'm going to turn the key again?
Yep.
Alright, hold on.
Hold these two.
Okay, I'm turning the key. You ready?
Yep.
There it goes.
Nothing. It's not it.
Nothing.
Nothing. It's not it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Look who just showed up. Everybody, it's the Debonator and Hannah and the Dash Man. Here they are. Where you guys been?
Out. Thrifting, Grandma. Hi, Steve.
All right.
Hey, Steve.
Howdy, howdy.
Project 302 is underway.
Yeah.
I don't hear nothing.
You're not going to light up like a Christmas tree, are you?
Would be exciting, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. There it is.
Nothing. This isn't it. Why is this not simple?
When you had it hooked up, my dome light was on.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Good sign. That's a good sign that we got the battery wire right. That's definitely the battery wire.
Now we
So the
just
dome
need
light
to find
works.
the ignition wire.
For some reason, we're not getting through the switch to the solenoid. We've got the ignition wire figured out. This one should work, sending power.
Okay.
This guy's sending us for a little loop. We may have to trace him back and find out what the hell is going on. Rob's. Ding. Little light just came on.
We're having an aha moment.
This is an aha moment. What would prevent the circuit from sending voltage down to crank the starter? Could it be something like the neutral
safety switch? Hello?
Maybe.
So now what do we do? How do we test that?
Good idea. Let's just go for continuity. Then we know how to. Because this thing just kind of goes roundy round.
Yeah.
That would do it. That would stop any voltage from going down, preventing you from cranking the car. All right. Let's check continuity at the switch, and we'll have that right. Redo our test.
So we're going to test the neutral safety switch?
Yeah. See it right now. It's open.
And you need me to turn the key?
Here, okay, right there I got the switch closed.
Okay.
Alright, so now we got the circuit through the switch.
Alright.
Alright, leaving in that position, the switch is closed.
Now you're going to test over there. Aha!
The mad scientist.
Sparky at work.
Okay, crank me up.
All the way over?
All the way over. That's it!
We found it!
We found it!
Sparky Toothmeister is the man!
Okay.
Mystery solved?
Pretty much.
Mystery solved. I love that.
We now have enough to make the damn thing run.
Nice!
Sweet.
Let me just straighten that up. I know how to straighten that gasket up. Look at that.
That's
All
a big
right,
old- that's a
so
big monster.
so now we know what we're doing, right? So what's our next step?
All right. Okay. Now we need to look at what we need to do. We got a little situation here.
Got some wiring to do?
Yeah. Whereas we need to get this big wire somehow connected down here. That's the right place to put it. Let's see what we have. This is. Figure this one
Is
out.
that still going to go there?
Well, right now, this is routed directly to the horn relay. Okay, if this is the horn relay, we think that the horn would honk. I think that is the trigger. See if the horn honks. Did the horn honk before?
It's not hooked up. That wire's hanging off the column.
Good point. Really weird. They went down to the maybe it was just a convenient place to get power. So not sure about the horn relay. If he's just purely for the horn, which it looks like it is, but we got to resolve that part of it, like you mentioned. Then this wire will be cut and cleaned up. With the connectors kind of messed up. I don't know if he can combine them, or maybe even replace the horn relay with only the pigtail guy. Once we understand wires right.
So I need to find a horn relay for a 57 Ford.
I don't know if it really has to be specific for a 57 Ford. Probably just any generic horn relay would work.
Well, that would be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting at.
Because we could use new connectors.
Just a generic, straight-up horn relay. Because there's nothing fancy. All that guy does is trigger the horn.
So why does all the wiring go into that?
Well, we have a power wire going in. You'll have a trigger wire, and then probably a ground. Or diagram to this.
All right. It's electrical. Okay, Tooth, you're saying so if I take this wire, here it is, and I touch it to this with the power that you've got, the horn should work?
Right. We got the horn relay powered up. If that truly is the trigger wire, we ground that wire. You should honk the horn. Or start a fire, one of the two.
All right, here we go. Horn works. Here we go. I like it. The horn works.
Horn works. Our job is done here.
Shit. It keeps touching.
Christine.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. The horn works. That was a big worry, too.
It's a little bit funky.
Okay, well, I haven't used this word in a few episodes, Tooth, but milestone evening.
Milestone.
And why was this a milestone evening?
Because we got this wiring figured out.
Wiring is figured out. Dale Brothers beer, Pomona Queen is one of our favorites. The Devonator got us a couple of Project 302 lids.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Didn't expect that at all.
So, it's really hot in here. It's 9:15, 9:20.
20?
2 hours later, it is still over 90 degrees.
90 degrees. I know, Carl, you're laughing at us. I know it's not Tucson.
Yeah, still probably 103 in Tucson.
Oh, the boys will be back now. You're part of the crew. See you next time on Project 302.